You gotta excuse me, but I don't have my I don't have my camera, my Logi camera. But I'm going to do the best that I can in delivering this message because there's a lot of hurt and a lot of pain going on. There's a lot of people that are not alive that was alive, on Friday. So one thing I love to talk about and speak about is you can't heal where you became ill. This is true, okay? So if you grew up in a moldy environment, a toxic environment, you cannot heal in that area. You cannot live in that environment and expect to actually become well or to become, okay? You can't heal where you became ill. All right? That means that if you grew up in a environment that was toxic and moldy, just not a great environment for you, and you've been there for a majority of your life. All right? Take for instance me. I lived somewhere for almost 40 years. This was a toxic environment for me. So if I wanted to actually heal because other areas of my actual life was getting better, but my health was not because of the environment I was in, I had to leave that environment. I had to leave the toxicity that was in that particular environment. Okay? So I tell people you can't heal where you became ill. It's not possible because if you went to the doctor and they told you, hey, you have mold in your body, you must remove the mold in order to feel better. You're going to have to either move out of that place or remove the mold. You have to make that place great again for you to be able to become healthier. So, if you also live in that environment for a longer period of time and you never remove the toxicity or the mold, you're never going to heal. So, my main message today is you can't heal where you became ill. I became ill in this environment. So I must move the toxicity. I must remove the toxicity or remove myself from the environment as a whole. And what did I do? I remove myself as a whole because the toxic environment, the mold, the toxic load, the whatever's in that particular environment, in that particular place, was not going to help me. It was hindering me. I was not able to get past a particular level. It was a plateau. So I had to remove myself. And I took a choice to do that because I know for sure that if I remove myself from that environment, I'm more than likely more susceptible, increasing my potential, increasing my, is it mortality? I think so. Increasing my likelihood that I can actually heal. So if you think that your environment is toxic, you need to remove yourself or remove whatever's toxic in it. If you can't do that, you need to find out how long it will actually take you to remove the toxicity or remove yourself from that environment. It took me a very long time to get up and leave, and I should have left before then, but hey, it is what it is. So what? I finally left. I would not sacrifice and or put up with any more hindrance, any more unstable plateau, nothing moving in my health because I want to remain in a place that I feel comfortable in. You can't heal where you became ill. You need to actually look at the 7 dimensions of wellness, because I'm always talking about it. If you need talk to somebody about it, you can. But the 7 dimensions of wellness basically are areas of your life that you need to actually stay focused on at an all-time high. It's a wheel that I have my students actually fill out every single time on a Wednesday. And it's a wheel, 7 dimensions of wellness. And it's a wellness wheel. Okay. This is the wheel, wellness wheel. All right. Do you see that? You got the physical, the intellectual, emotional, spiritual, environmental, financial, occupational, and social. You have all of these. Okay. That's 8. But hey, that environmental aspect, you seen it down at the bottom over here? Environmental. I had everything going good at a balance, but my environment was very toxic. I was not moving, wasn't going. I didn't see any changes or any differences for 40 years. So I had to adjust. 7 dimensions of wellness is my foundation. I found that back in 20, it was before 2015, maybe 2013 or something, right? And I studied that and I uphold it. All right. I uphold it. And I want people to know and understand you can't heal where you became ill. So if you need to get into a different environment, do that. I literally uprooted so I can become better, become great, so I wouldn't have any plateaus. I needed to see changes and results mentally, physically, emotionally. And it was based off of my environment, based off of the people that I'm around, based off where I lived, based off of my house that I lived in, based off of the food that I was eating, based off the air quality that I was breathing, based off of all these things. So holistically, I can't heal where I became ill, and I became ill there. So I removed myself so I can become a better person, a better individual, so I can overcome whatever illness that it is. I talk to you more about women's wellness, women's health coming up in the future. I didn't want to make this too long because I can't go off, but I want to make messages that are basically under 10 minutes. All right, most of my stuff is live because I don't have time to write it down and preach it. I don't have time to do it. It's just go live. So I love you guys. Be kind to yourself. Be great today and every day.